this process publicly. It'll be on C-SPAN. It will be streaming over the net.
Here's the thing, though. This will all be televised on C-SPAN. And when we are negotiating for that plan, we are going to have C-SPAN on, and you will see who's compromising the American people's interests.
In bringing all parties together, and not negotiating behind closed doors, but bringing all parties together and broadcasting those negotiations on C-SPAN so that the American people can see what the choices are.
If other people have good ideas, Republicans, Democrats, I want to listen to them. But here's the difference. I'm going to do it all on C-SPAN. Here's the only thing, though. I'm going to do it on C-SPAN. We're going to do it publicly so that you can watch to see what is your congressman doing, what is your senator doing. Are your representatives looking after your interests when it comes to health care?
President Obama, Democratic leaders have decided to bypass a formal House and Senate conference committee in order to reconcile those two health care bills. Instead, White House and Democratic leaders will hold informal, that's another word for secret, negotiations, meant to shut Republicans and the public out of the process. What a far cry from the election, when then-candidate Obama pledged to, quote, broadcast health care negotiations on C-SPAN so that the American people can see what the choices are, unquote. President Obama hasn't even made a token effort to keep his campaign promises of more openness and transparency in government. It was all just another lie that was told in order to get elected. The head of C-SPAN wrote a letter, asked Congress to, quote, open all the important negotiations, including any conference committee meetings, to electronic media coverage, unquote. When White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs was asked whether the administration would support televising the negotiations, he refused to answer, instead mumbling something about, well, I haven't seen the letter. That wasn't the question, Mr. Gibbs. You either support openness or you don't. The Democrats insist this is all on the up and up, with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying, quote, there's never been a more open process for any legislation, unquote. Oh, really? This is the same Nancy Pelosi who, you may recall, after becoming Speaker in 2006, promised the Democrats would have, quote, the most honest, most open, and most ethical Congress in history, unquote. Here's hoping the voters remember some of this crap when the midterm elections roll around later this year.
Justice, it's not about agenda, it's not about mobilizing people, it's about dialing for corporate dollars. These two parties have sold the U.S. government and the American people to the highest bidders.